Nice rep to join in. Okay, good. Let's, so he needs 5,000 to hit 21. Not great. I should have some options to upgrade equipment. Okay. Oh. Well, that at least killed something. Not what I want to kill, but hey. Alright, let's heal him up. Oh, one of the places I applied at today is actually the security company I worked for when I first moved down here. I left them because they didn't have a job for me. The site I was at was being bought out or bid on by another company, the one I wound up working at for another 9 years. And the company I was with, they, I asked them, hey, do you have any other positions for me? They're like, well, we've got this one, and it's like, we need some people at these apartment buildings, because there's been some drug dealers there, and the presence of security will supposedly scare them off. I'm like, maybe, but anyway, it turns out they didn't actually have the job at that time, to the contract. So I kept waiting for them to call me back, and it turns out they never actually had the contract in the end. They just said, yeah, we've got something for you, and then it never materialized. It's like, seriously, people? Plus they kept not returning my calls, which was really rude. So it's going to be interesting to see if they even respond to my application. Okay. Yeah. So kind of, it makes me not want to work for them, but, I still need a job, and allegedly I can do security. Not according to another company, but, fuck them. I wonder how well Whoosh is going to do on these guys. Wow, that's not bad for cleric spell. Yeah, he seriously wanted me to join a patrol car and scare drug dealers off. I'm like, yeah, that... I think there's a name for people who do that, and that's the police? Besides, it's probably just a college student selling his extra dope. It's like... You know, I don't necessarily want to get involved in that. That's his thing. He's not hurting anyone. There was another time they asked me if I wanted some... This is the company I worked with for longer. But they said, hey, we've got an overtime thing. Can you go down to the... Can you go down to this hospital in a neighboring town? It's about 15 miles off. So this is already a bad idea. And keep an eye on a prisoner there. You know, who is injured in a fight at the prison. They've got him down at the hospital. I'm like, I'm pretty sure there's people who can do that. People who aren't me. Although some of the overtime I wound up with was pretty great. There was one time where I literally just sat by a door for 4 hours reading a book. It's like, well, there's a possible threat we need to be on the alert for, so we need an extra guy at this other door. I'm like, okay, I like money. It's like, you know, usually I'm the first in line to take overtime, but when it's like, keep an eye on an actual convicted felon, I just wonder what they're smoking. Okay, let's oomph him up. Nice. Let's make sure he hallucinates when he wakes up. Good, good. Okay, either Eric or... Good. Not Erdrick can handle this. Oh, maybe not. Time for Burst Cutter. Yeah, totally. A lot of my job was... the SOP on my job was... Call somebody way more qualified than yourself to handle it. Let's say, oh, there's a fire. The fire extinguisher isn't enough. I will call somebody far more qualified. And that's what a lot of our SOP was. And I'm like, why am I guarding a prisoner exactly? So, yeah, that's one of the rare times I'm like, I'm just gonna take a pass on this OT. Oof. Yep, exactly. I mean, there's a lot of things I can handle. There's a lot of things that are definitely none of my business. Oh, paralysis. Yay! Look at this troll just flipping out. He is not happy about any of this. Okay. Bonk. Yeah, 460 XP per troll. Pretty worth it. Especially right now. Oh! That's a lot of mobs. Ooh, 4 and 4. Or 4 and 5. I can do this. Okay, oops. Oops, and let's see if I can put one to sleep. Yeah, yeah. It's like, hey, I'm not in the frozen department. I always find it interesting when people ask me to do things that I simply couldn't do or were just outside of our scope. Like, we used to live pretty close to Canada, right? So, you get a lot of Canadians coin coming through. Yeah, I mean, if you're already running, you know, and it's somebody else's thing that they're supposed to take care of, you're... I mean, seriously, no argument for me on this one. But, oh, what was it? I lost my train of thought. Oh, so you get some Canadian coins coming in every now and then, and no big deal. But if somebody actually wanted to use real Canadian money, they had to exchange it at the front desk, and our rate was like 60%. Now, at the time, the exchange rate was closer to 80%. And people would get pissy about this. So like, well, but the current exchange rate is this. I'm like, yeah, we're not really a bank. We don't do foreign exchange. Oh, I didn't know he brings things back from the dead. Well, I just need to make his life miserable. But man, I would have people get pissy at me. It's like, we're not actually a bank, but we don't have to take your foreign money at all. So eventually the guy just said, all right, you know what? I'm just going to use a credit card. I'm like, great, do that instead of getting pissy at me. It's like, if it's American money, that's another story. We'll take that at face value. But filthy Canadian money, that's something else entirely. Okay, so we're getting to about the point where everyone's more or less on level to take on the big spider jerk. I am still going to try and improve my equipment a bit because this cast iron greatsword is probably not going to be the best choice. Well, there's no Shadow Minister here, so I don't have to worry about taking him out. A little 2-for-1 deal here. Guess I'll steal magic. Okay, so Veronica just hit 20. Oops. Okay, and we've got 2,000 gold. I think I may have to turn a fan on in here. I am just getting way too warm. Yeah, when I worked receiving, I always punched in at 5:30 instead of 6 like I was scheduled. Because it's like, there's a guy waiting, let's get him out of the way. You know, he doesn't want to be sitting there any longer than he has to. Management didn't appreciate that, but I'm like, hey, I'm trying to get things done. I'm trying to keep our drivers happy. They are a crabby sort, just in general. Stupid burb. There we go. Yeah, exactly. Okay, Mr. Skullman, just let me get the last unexplored area before the boss here. Then I'm going to evac and upgrade my equipment a bit. Here we go. Just a dead end? Oh, hey, there's a chest. I'll take on Mr. Troll after that. Oh. Well, those are always nice to find. Okay. Now let's run circles around this Trog. Wrong one again. Jeez, seriously? Well, still, even half an hour is a bit ridiculous. I mean, who wants to just sit there when you got stuff to do? I've never seen that animation, and I kind of love it. Oh, you know what? Let's actually take a look at skill points real quick. That might be useful. Because, I mean, being able to stop that spider from casting Kafuddle, kind of a big deal. Alright. So I've gathered all the stuff in this cave. I'm going to go back to the inn and rest up, swap out some gear. Oh. God, I wasted like the first 2 hours of this episode essentially grinding. You alright there? Pop-Tarts? Oh, Pop-Tarts. I see. Was the inn back up here? I think it was. Oh, hey, things I can smash. 200 coins, just so that... Well said. Oh, wait. Let's see what I can do when it comes to weapons and armor. Oh. Okay, 126. I like that. And the Rod of Rapidity. Oops. Somebody else came up with that? Oh wait, I can sell these weapons. Cast iron claymore. Oh, divine dagger. Let's just sell that garbage. Oh, Wayfarer's clothes. Who needs that? Oh. Okay, so for the moment, the broader sword does better damage than the black blade, but I think if I upgrade the black blade, it will do more. Okay. I'm going to put the Cloak of Evasion on Veronica. Let's see, Malleable Mask for Sylvando. Oh wait, I can sell stuff. Jeez. Yeah, we'll get rid of the turban. Yeah, I'm not half as funny as the collective wisdom of the internet tends to be, or half as creative. Because there are some smart fuckers out there. There's also some real dumb fuckers out there. Just beyond belief. And there's the camp spot. And as usual, let's forge some things. You are. I'll give you that. Oops. I want to rework, not forge. Nice. A little too far. I like what I'm seeing. Let's try one more right here. Well, +2 will be good. I think that'll be better than my broader sword. What?